Tai, Season 2, Episode 13, The Tie. Scene 1. Outside the Capitol building. The Capitol building rises white and imposing against the clear sky. Flags ripple, guards stand at attention. Seitai approaches with calm determination. Bird walks beside her on a leash, deeply offended but compliant. They pass by a large sign, "No dogs allowed." Seitai pauses, looks at Bird. "Good thing you're not a dog." Bird chirps smugly. They continue inside. Scene 2. Capitol hallway. Continuous. Marble floors, high ceiling, echoing footsteps. Staff and officials hurry past. Stop. Some stop. They recognize her. Whispers ripple. "The miracle one. That's the Bird." Seitai straightens her posture. Ambassador mode. Bird hops onto her shoulder, reclaiming dignity. Seitai. Scene 3. House of Congress. Preparation. The chamber is grand. Rows of seats, cameras, microphones, press booth. Technicians adjust lights. Reporters whisper. Seitai stands near the entrance, reviewing her notes. Not many. Just a folded paper. She doesn't need more. A voice interrupts gently. President Leroy James. Seitai. Sister Seitai. He turns. He stands tall, calm, weathered, a man who has aged against his power. He extends her hand. Seitai. "Mr. President." They shake. "Leroy, we are honored to have you here." Seitai, "Thank you for inviting me." He notices Birds. "And you brought security." Bird chirps. "Good. I'll behave." Scene 4. Taking their seats. They enter the chamber. Cameras flash quietly. Seitai is guided to her seat, directed by the president. Bird settles into her lap, vibrating with excitement. Seitai, "You have one job." Bird ignores her. Members of Congress file in. The room fills. A hush begins to form. Scene 5. Moments before the speech, a staffer leans in. "Staffer, 2 minutes." Seitai nods. She breathes in, out. Bird shifts. Eyes locked on something. The president's tie. Long, dark, slightly patterned. It sways when he moves, like a living thing. Bird's pupils widen. "No." Seitai, "No." Bird crouches. "Don't." "Too late." Scene 6. The attack. A bird launches straight from her lap, a blur of feathers. He grabs the tie hard, yanks. Leroy feels the pull, stiffens. "What?" The bird shakes the tie violently. Whip, 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 like fighting a snake. The tie slides loose. Leroy instinctively removes it before it tightens. The bird takes off running, dragging the tie behind him, circling in front of the chamber. Members of Congress freeze. Cameras swing wildly. Reporters gasp. Bird attacks the tie again. Peck, peck, peck. Jumps back, charges, strikes. Repeat. The tie is defeated. Bird stands over, chest puffed, victorious. Scene 7. The reaction. Then Leroy James laughs, not forced, not nervous, real. "Well." He looks towards the camera. "Leroy, did you get that?" Cameraman, "Yes, sir." "Good. History deserves honesty." He crouches, reaches. Bird eyes him warily, then allows it. Leroy scratches Bird's head gently. Bird melts instantly. "Leroy, you grew up on a farm, didn't you?" Bird chirps. "Agreement." Seitai covers her mouth, mortified. "I'm sorry." "Leroy, don't be." He stands holding the ruined tie. "That is the most sincere political commentary I've seen all year." Laughter ripples through the chamber. Tension breaks. People breathe again. Scene 8. Recovery. An aide rushes forward. "Aide, Mr. President, another tie." "Leroy, later." He waves off. Turns to Seitai. "Leroy," continued. "Ready to save the world?" "Yes, I think so." Bird hops on her back. Bird hops back into her lap. She drops the tie fragment at her feet as a trophy. Say, Tai, you are never speaking of this again. Bird chirps, liar. Scene 9, the speech. Say, Tai stands at the podium. The camera still, camera roll. She looks at the crowd, at officials, at reporters, at history, and begins. Say, Tai, asked to speak about peace, about treaties. She paused, glances at Bird. Say, Tai, but peace is not paperwork. It happens when ordinary people decide that other lives matter. Her voice grows stronger. I survived a weapon that was meant to end wars forever. It did not. It only taught us new ways to suffer. Murmurs. Peace is not the absence of fire. It's the refusal to light it against silence. Total. We owe it that to the dead and to the living. She steps back. Applause erupts. Sincere. Scene 10. After. Private moment. Later. A quiet moment. Seitai sits exhausted. Leroy enters. No jacket, no tie, just a man. Leroy, you did good. Seitai, your tie did better. Leroy smiles. Maybe it had it coming. He looks at Bird. Take care of her. Bird chirps solemnly. Outside. The Capitol glows in the afternoon light. Seitai walks down the steps. Bird on her shoulder. No leash now. She exhales. We survived. Bird chirps. The dragon circles overhead, and somewhere a tie is remembered forever. Cut to black.